Copies of the new Ionian issues are now spread around the Iona College campus for people to pick up and read. The Ionian, which is Iona's school newspaper, usually publishes an issue on Thursday of every other week. However, a reader may not realize it takes a full 2 weeks to produce the paper. Ionian editor-in-chief Megan Mitchell said the staff has gotten better at finishing the paper earlier on deadline day, but there were times it spent hours into the early morning.
And we might be here till 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, we've even been here past midnight. It just depends on what happens with that particular issue. At the beginning of the semester, we were coming home, beyond midnight. Our first deadline, we were done at 5 in the morning.
The process begins with section editors sending out assignment ideas to writers. This usually happens the weekend after an issue has been published. The writers will get their story topics approved by their section editors and spend the next week writing the stories. The deadline for writers to send in their stories will usually be set between Friday and Saturday, but can extend to Sunday depending on the story. Photo editors take photos that will be used for the stories. Section editors use the weekend to edit stories and then form the layout of their sections. Layouts are created using Adobe InDesign, and editors form them to their liking. Mitchell will then come into the Ionian office in La Penta on Mondays and be joined by associate editor Anna Mafucci on Tuesdays to look over the articles and make final adjustments to the layouts to complete the full spread. Features and lifestyle editor Julia O'Regan said she spends a few hours on her section's layout.
Because I like to play around with it and kind of find the different options that make the spread look unique and different. I prefer to move it around and make sure everything kind of looks exciting, if you will.
Tuesdays are normally deadline day. The staff will submit a finished PDF file to Media Trend's website, which is the paper's printer. Media Trends will drop off the printed issues at La Penta on Wednesday mornings. The staff then distributes stacks of issues to different buildings on campus and all residence halls. Last week, the Ionian staff published an April Fool's edition. Mafucci said there are feelings of relief and happiness when she sees the finished product and people reading it.
It feels amazing. First of all, you feel relief because, you're, even though you know it's going to print, you just always are so happy to see it there, and it looks great. One of the things I do as soon as I see it, I just flip it through really quick, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, because, sometimes things happen. I see people reading it, it makes me really happy. It's all worth it.
However, preparation for the next issue begins immediately.
We're always planning ahead. I know the section editors are already thinking of ideas, so they send us the ideas by email, usually this weekend. That's really when it starts again. So
the Ionian staff will work on a tighter and earlier deadline for the next issue due to Easter weekend next week. The issue will be available on Wednesday, April 12th. Reporting from La Penta at Iona College, Gio Coslino, MCO 330.